Hello everyone, it's yet another day on Tech the Unscripted, and like we always do, we are going to be interviewing people for educational purposes, of obviously tech educational purposes, and then also to see how we can enlighten people about little things around tech. And today also we have another amazing guest in the house, and I will be letting my guest in now to introduce himself and tell us who he is. Come on. How do you do?
Fine.
Very well. Welcome.
Thank you.
And here is our guest for today's tip chat, right? So tell us, who are you? Introduce yourself for us.
My name is Yateghtegh, popularly called the Eagle of the tech space.
Yeah.
I'm a full stack web developer, I'm a machine learning and AI enthusiast, I'm a data analyst, and general programming tutor.
The Eagle, he's a full stack, he's AI machine learning, he's data, I don't want to say data analyst, I also want to back it up as data scientist.
Yes.
Do I have the permission?
Yes, please.
Absolutely. So, you are a versatile tech person, because you're not just doing one thing, you are doing AI machine learning, you are doing, you also work as a full stack developer, you also work as a data analyst, a data scientist. How have you been able to manage all of these different tech stack and still remain as one person?
It's not been easy. It's something that at some point I didn't know it was possible. And I didn't amass all this skill at one point. One thing about tech is the more you move, the more you get open to a lot of technologies and you want to switch. So over the years I've learned a lot. So I navigated from being a web developer to AI, and at some point I discovered that in AI you also need to do analysis of data. So I switched in. So it is one thing taking me to the other, and I've tried to learn and understand time management a lot. Time management is key, and I also come to learn from a lot of persons. I follow the likes of Elon Musk to see how he is able to do a lot of things from different industries and still remain as one person. So it's a reference point that shows that it can be done. Amazing.
It's actually a reference point, because Elon Musk is someone that he does, I wouldn't want to say crazy things, but he does things in an unimaginable way. Right. So how many years have you been in the technical industry, in the tech space?
Well, I came into the space far back as 2010. That was when I started learning. But I'll say I became a developer in 2021. Yeah.
I'm curious. You were in the space in 2010, and officially you became a developer in 2021. That's like 11 years apart.
Yes.
Talk to me. What were you doing in this whole 11 years?
Well, it's a story I always tell people I mentor, and it's a motivation also, because what I saw within that 11 years was I used them to learn the stages, the process, what it really means to come deep into the field of tech. I was like this introvert, doing everything in the confines of my room, hiding what I was doing. It was in 2021 I understood the power of networking, of collaboration, and going out there. So when I started networking, I started showing out my skills, what I have learned over those years. I now found out that it took me 11 years to learn everything and still knew nothing.
Wow.
So 2021 was like my turning point, because I started collaborating with other tech guys and saw that what I knew were just knowledge. It was then I started putting them into practice. So that's why I said it was in 2021 I became a developer.
So there's a role networking played in nurturing your journey. There is also a role collaboration and collaborating with other people also played in nurturing your journey. Amazing. So I maybe in the next or the next time we'll have you on set, we'll also talk to you around data as well as web. But I'm curious why, because you mentioned AI. And I know in recent time, or we are currently living in an era where a lot of things are tilting towards AI. You know, we hear a lot of things like generative AI and all of those things. So what in your own context do you think about the notion people have that AI is taking our jobs?
Somehow it is true, somehow it is false. Now, it is true for those that have refused to upskill and come to terms with the fact that AI has come to stay, and it is now something that will live and continue to live with us. So if you are that person that doesn't believe that AI is a tool that you can use to be more productive, AI will take over your job.
Absolutely.
But if you come to understand that AI is a tool that you can harness and make things better for yourself, bring it into your workspace and move forward, then AI will not take over your job. AI will make your output better. So that notion of AI taking over the job, it is relative. How do you take it?
Yes.
How do you follow it? Are you using it as a tool, or you are competing against it? You compete against AI, it will win you. So use it as a tool, let it be your friend, collaborate with it, and you go far.
I like that. You are using AI as a tool, not as a competitor.
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, it means this AI we're talking about cut across almost, if not all aspects of life, but almost every aspect of life. Now, for those that are seeking to acquire these skills, where do you think it would be nice for them to start from? What is the starting point to going into AI and machine learning?
Well, I always give the advice that you don't need to leave what you are doing to come into the field of tech. Tech is wide. It is everywhere. So you identify what works for you in tech and drag it into your discipline. As a medical doctor, there is a part of AI that can help you to diagnose better,
Yes.
to give predictions better. If you are a tailor, you have generative AI that you can come up with a design and show a person how it fits the person even before you produce it.
Amazing.
It's in education. Who suffers to do research anymore?
Absolutely.
You just go there, it gives you the content, you work with it, you adjust it, filter it, make home it,
Yeah.
and it becomes your own work. So if you are coming into the field of AI as a tech skill, just look into the field and see how AI can help you better what you are already doing. You don't need to stop being a medical doctor to make use of AI. Bring AI into the medicine field and make it better.
Over your 11 years of experience in the technical space, what has been the challenges that you encountered, and how were you able to overcome these challenges? I know a lot of people would want to know.
Yeah, it's been challenging. It's not been easy. If I tell you say it's easy, not set up, it's not been. But commitment, resilience, that steadfastness will take you far. The major challenge I always have is most people come in thinking of using tech to make money. But before you make that money, you will spend money. Money will come out for your pocket. You don't get as you want to come.
Okay.
So finance is one.
Yes.
You need a good system. Your gears are high tech. So you need finance to gear up. You need good electricity. You need internet connection. You see the problem with data these days. Oh God. So all those things are challenges, but you need to be committed. There are a lot of things you take away from your life. At some point, you will not have a social life. Yeah, when you are diving in. But when you are stable, you can now start recovering. Well, it's not been easy, I must tell you. It's not been easy. But that commitment, that consistency, that discipline, let me use the word discipline, will take you far. So that's the major thing you need. You know that, okay, I need to eat 4 times in a day, I need to eat 3 times in a day, and you say, oh, I need to get this gadget, I need to learn this skill. You should be able to sit down and use your time also. Yeah, YouTube is called the free university. You don't need to pay tuition fee.
But you need data too.
You need data and your time.
Yes.
Your time, that is the major thing. Can you sit down for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours trying to understand something? So that is the major challenge. But it is discipline that helps you to overcome the major challenges you face when diving into tech.
So how then do I monetize my skill after acquiring the skill? Because I feel at some point there are a lot of people learning tech skills, but few of them are actually converting it to become productive or work and earn from it. So after acquiring this skill, how do I position myself in a place where I can either impact an organization or make something of my own?
Okay, I will look at this from 2 different angles. From the person who is already working. Now, there is a lot of what's that word? Where they are downscaling. People are losing their jobs. Economy is getting bad. Companies cannot meet up. If you have harnessed a tech skill, you see that instead of a company moving you out, terminating your contract,
Absolutely.
they are switching your role.
Oh.
That is one way. You can use it to sustain yourself, sustain your job.
Yes.
Then if you are just this person that wants to make money, you don't have anything tangible that is earning you, and your tech skill is there, I must not deceive us. There is no job anywhere. There is no job anywhere. The aim thing now is create the job.
Oh, okay.
Now, where you don't have job lying down waiting for you and your big skill to come and pick it up, you have a lot of problems that need solution. A problem that has been solved in a particular company, in a particular sector, still exists in a different sector.
Absolutely.
Identify it, profile a solution, and try to sell yourself. At some point, you will become very needed, very relevant, and it will fetch you money. So if you are coming into the tech space, have it at the back of your mind that the essence of programming is problem solving.
Absolutely.
So you must be able to identify problems and solve them. If I have a problem and you profile a solution that is feasible for me, you get the money from me.
Absolutely.
So that's the...
I like that, identifying a problem and then being able to solve the problem. Or sometimes you might be tempted of creating a problem and then bringing a solution. Are there practical things that one would relate to actually be convinced that yes, this is what AI helped in doing?
Yeah, if you understand the concept, artificial intelligence, it is just making machines, making inanimate objects to mimic the human intelligence. It means you are trying to make these things to behave the way we do, walk the way we walk, think the way we think, profile solution, make decisions the way we make decisions. So if you check the present application, AI is everywhere. Are you on TikTok? Those recommendations, where did they come from? On YouTube.
Recommendations.
On YouTube, you watch this video, the next time you come online, they are recommending similar one to you.
Yeah.
That is AI.
Oh.
ChatGPT is now taking over our brains. Nobody thinks anymore.
Everything, they just go tell ChatGPT.
As much as sending happy birthday message, people run to ChatGPT. That is AI making it easier for you, saving you the time to start thinking logic. When it comes to, there's another part of AI called robotics. Yes, where you create objects that can do a lot of things. How many of us use Siri?
Oh.
Hey Google.
Yeah.
Those are AI. Those are visual assistants.
Yeah.
So you can also have physical assistant in the Western world. In advanced countries, you see a lot of robots.
Yeah.
Your human companion
making deliveries.
Deliveries, preparing your meals.
I saw a dog dancing also.
Yes, entertainment. It is now everywhere. So AI is practically everywhere, and we are using it daily. Whether you like it or not, you are using it.
When you talked about the whole watching 2-3 videos on YouTube, I recall there was a time I was trying to surf around the internet to see one of these e-commerce platforms but I think whether it was AliExpress or Jumia. After surfing the internet, checking what I wanted to check, I came back on Facebook and I noticed that Facebook was recommending similar things I had checked on that website. So this is almost like, let's say, these people are leveraging data as well as AI to profile things that are in line with me. Now, I'm also scared to some extent. A lot of people are also scared about AI. Are there regulatory bodies? I know there was a time when I stumbled over an article online that said something around a kid taking his life. Maybe due to AI.
He fell in love with AI. Yeah.
So should I be scared? Because obviously I also have kids young and I would not want them to fall into the hands of AI. Are there policies or regulatory framework that ensures that we are using AI in the right way?
Yes. Even though the use of AI is too good to be true, we have to put in that level of control. It's an assistant. It should not take over us.
Yeah.
Now, decision making is what changes everything. There are some key sectors where the application of AI has been limited to human confirmation before decisions are made. Imagine you are using AI in defense, in the military, to fire enemies, and this thing can go rogue and sees their own troops passing and decide that they are enemies because somebody was tying one red this on the head. So some of these things, there are regulations that the decision making at some critical industries should not be left solely for
in the hands of AI. Okay.
Yes. Then we should also have that maturity of mind to understand what is real and what is not real. Now that guy falling in love with AI was, if his mindset has been analyzed by elderly ones around him, he would have been cautioned to understand that this thing is not real. Because remember, AI is mimicking human intelligence. So you can be talking to me. Are you sure I'm human? Are you sure you're not talking to an AI like this?
I'm beginning to be scared of this one.
So that is just, you just have to have personally that level of control. Then there are still regulatory body rules on ground that guide the use of AI at different industries. In the medical, I know they have it. In even in entertainment, yes, there is that control. So we should not be scared, but we should be cautious.
Absolutely, we should not be scared, but we should be cautious of our activities. I would love to continue this conversation on and on and on, but I will let probably if they enjoy the conversation and then they insist, we might have a part 2 of this. I know you talked earlier about getting started, but I want it to be broken down in smaller pieces, right? I know in tech we have the beginner role, we have the intermediate role, and we have the advanced role. For those that are coming in the beginner sector, what are they expecting to encounter in the space? For those in the intermediate as well as for those in the advanced sector, what are the starting point they would find themselves in?
Well, before now, it's always advised, if you are coming into tech, learn a little of web. Yes, because with the web, you see what you are building immediately. So it gives you that joy, that feeling to remain, because the tech space is not a space that encourages you. Yeah, at the beginner's phase, you always want to run away. You always want to give up. So you can start with web. Popularly now, data analytics is booming. And it is one easy path for you to navigate into tech.
Yeah.
It doesn't take your time. It doesn't. It's not tedious. You just learn tools that you already know, and you can use it to do a lot. So those are some of the beginner phase you can use to come in. Then for those who are in the intermediate level, yes, you have gone past the beginner phase. You have 1, 2, 3 different skills that you are still building while you are working. Yeah, it is good. Keep upskilling. Keep upskilling. If you must succeed, the tech you know, the stack you know yesterday
might be obsolete.
It will be obsolete. It might even happen in the next month. I built a system using Coordinator PHP framework. That was in 2022, and I tried to review it just this year. A lot of things has been broken. It's like I'm rewriting the whole code over again. So what you know yesterday will be different from what is invoked today.
I think I encountered something similar to in PHP one time, deprecation error, because the PHP version we're using, the syntax were quite different from the advanced version. So it took time for me to now get myself acquainted. So for those that are seeking to learn AI and machine learning, can they learn AI different from machine learning or merge it together? And what are those tools they can start playing with to get acquainted with this skill they want to learn?
AI is a parent.
Okay.
It has 5 children that I know. 5 children that I use. Okay. Put it that way. Artificial intelligence has machine learning as one of its children.
Okay.
It has expert systems.
Oh, okay.
It has robotics.
Okay.
It has natural language processing. Then it has computer vision.
Oh.
So this is AI seeing, talking, learning.
Like the 5 senses of the body.
Of the body, yeah. So you can decide, I'm coming into artificial intelligence, but I want to be a machine learning engineer.
Oh.
So now you're already doing machine learning. I want to do computer vision. You want to be working with cameras. When AI sees how it does things using cameras. You want to go into robotics, the mechanical and electrical parts, how they function, and reason like the human. So it is not AI machine learning as an entity. It is machine learning as a subset of artificial intelligence.
Oh,
So depending on where you are interested, what your interest lies on, you just make a decision and move.
I'm getting scared of you already, man.
Okay, me too, I'm scared.
I don't want to think you're a human. It's scary, but anyways, AI is here to help us, right? So I just want to ask you, is school scam?
Adulthood fit be scam, but school no be scam.
School no be scam.
Yeah, where you are in school and it feels like they are wasting your time, they're not giving you what you should have, what you want.
Yeah.
But it is preparing you for a system. Now, the reason most people think school is scam is because you go to school and you expect them to open your head and pour in everything. No, school is where you do the major work. So if you are ready to put in the work, school is not scam. School is not scam.
If you are willing to put in the major work, school is not scam. I really want to appreciate you for your time, your insight, your knowledge that you've poured out on this Tech the Unscripted. Your final words to the young person watching this video.
Yeah, my final words will be, you have the time, you are young, you have the energy, your brain is still very active. You have the opportunity of making mistakes and using those mistakes as assets where you learn from them. Use them now. A time will come where it will be difficult, but use your young age to make hay where the sun shines.
Make hay while the sun shines. In an era where AI seems to be taking everything, it's either you are adapting or you are adopting. And on that note, we are going to see you same time, same station on Tech the Unscripted. And bye for now.
Thank you.